The future war has evolved from troops and weapons to thinking machines, answering, and combat for themselves. China unveiled AI-powered military robots, unmanned tanks, robot soldiers, and coordinated drone swarms at IDEX 2025 that amazed military strategists worldwide, with features believed to be years in development. This tech breakthrough is a frightening game-changer in modern warfare, which could reshape world security and power balance for decades to come. 9. China's IDEX 2025 Shockwave, the rise of military AI. Defense industries from across the world gather every 2 years at IDEX, International Defense Exhibition and Conference, which is one of the biggest military shows globally. But in 2025, China was on everyone's lips. Weeks of expectation, with rumors of breakthrough revolution technologies they would announce. Whereas the United States and Europe touted their new fighter planes and missile systems, China took a different path. Robot warfare, full autonomy. Their showcase wasn't guns alone. It was demonstrating how AI and robots can dominate the battlefield. The Chinese delegation stated openly that they were not just falling behind Western military technology, rather, they were charting a whole different course. The word was out. China is moving forward at a gallop in autonomous warfare technology. And what they showed left Western military strategists amazed. The magnitude of China's investment in military AI was made clear as system after system was revealed, each more advanced than the previous one. Behind closed doors, top defense officials from the globe were meeting secretly in huddles. The technological gap they had assumed was theirs was shrinking rapidly, and in some niches, China had moved ahead. 8. The unstoppable robotic infantry units. Imagine an army where troops do not get exhausted, never flinch, and never fear anything. That was exactly what China showed at IDEX 2025. There was a standstill on the demo ground when doors opened to reveal what so many had imagined to be mere fantasy. Welcome to the QTS-11 AI Infantry, fully autonomous fighting machines designed to replace human soldiers in combat. Standing 5 feet 10 inches and weighing approximately 180 pounds, these humanoid machines moved with an unsettling combination of smoothness and precision. Unlike previous generations of military machines that were hulking and limiting, the QTS-11 troops demonstrated human-like mobility with mechanical efficiency. The most frightening thing? They need no human commander. These free-thinking machines are capable of performing tactics independently. Under test, QTS-11 units were engaged in mock urban warfare simulation. Without input from anyone, they cleared the houses, screened the tracks, and eliminated target simulacra with precision a graying Special Forces gunner would envy. Military strategists were left wondering, are we witnessing the future of war, where humans will no longer be needed? The ethical implications are profound. Autonomous drones being authorized to make lethal decisions is an ethical boundary that many nations have been hesitant to cross. China seems to have made their choice. What remained unspoken, but most likely understood by all viewers, was that these robot soldiers would never disobey, never get PTSD, and never fear dying for mission objectives. 7. The deadliest drone swarm ever seen. During IDEX 2025, they debuted a new autonomous drone swarm system called Sky Legion. In contrast to traditional drones that need to be controlled by remote pilots, these AI-controlled drones communicate with each other in real time, moving as one creature. Hundreds of hexacopter drones, no larger than the size of a dinner plate, dominated the skies above the show floor, flowing in patterns that morphed and evolved with mesmerizing complexity. Imagine having thousands of such drones chasing targets, dodging defenses, and flooding enemy lines. The demo illustrated how the swarm could split up, reform, and coordinate complex attack maneuvers with no single controller. As a few of the drones were knocked out, the rest immediately changed their behavior, remaining tactically effective in the face of casualties. The exercise concluded with a simulated attack on a convoy. The swarm identified the command vehicle, encircled it, and disabled it first, then methodically cleared the remaining targets. The entire operation took less than 45 seconds. Even the military planners admitted there is no effective countermeasure available to this technology yet. Traditional anti-air systems are designed to deal with bigger, single aircraft, not swarms of small, fast-moving drones operating as a distributed intelligence. 6. Robot war dogs. China's response to US military drones. The military of America has been experimenting with robot war dogs for decades. But China just broke a new record. The second demonstration illustrated how China hadn't only reached the stage of Western technology, but had gone far beyond it. Behold, the XK900, a four-legged robotic battlefield drone. It's designed to function in urban combat, scout enemy positions, and even carry machine guns. The robotic quadrupeds invaded the demonstration floor, running at full speed, moving in excess of 30 miles per hour, much faster than their American equivalent. And just to rub it in, these automatons can fight in packs, coordinating assaults like real wolves. The demonstration involved 5 XK900 vehicles encircling a target building, setting up a perimeter, and methodically clearing it floor by floor. Their movements displayed a hint of tactical sophistication one would only associate with veteran Special Forces troops. This was science fiction technology. It's now a horrifying truth of the battlefield. The stakes for urban warfare are particularly elevated. Previously, one of the most dangerous landscapes for human fighters could now largely be mapped by robots. 5. The Firestorm AI Tank, a rolling fortress. Tanks have ruled the battlefield for over a century. But at IDEX 2025, China showcased a tank that does not need a crew. The giant vehicle that rolled into the exhibition hall was a complete rethink of armored warfare. Say hello to Firestorm, the first fully autonomous battle tank in the world. Sleek, low profile, and with an unmistakable look of the future, the Firestorm made a striking impression. What was most noticeably absent, however, was any room for human occupants. The whole vehicle was designed to operate autonomously. There is no driver or gunner on Firestorm. Unlike the conventional tanks, instead, it is operated by AI-driven navigation systems that recognize obstacles and lay off ambushes. This self-directed AI tank does not need human approval to fire. It can fire danger right away as it judges on the battlefield. The Firestorm, during the demonstration, followed and attacked several targets in under seconds, much faster than a human gunner could acquire and fire. Specialists worry that this could be the start of the end of manned armored warfare. The advantages of doing away with the human factor are significant. No crew compartment means more space for ammunition and fuel. No risk of casualties to the crew, and the ability to develop the vehicle in its entirety from a combat efficiency perspective rather than human survivability. The warning was blunt. China is gearing up for a time when the result of armored vehicle combat will be determined by whose side possesses superior AI instead of the braver tank crew. 4. The hypersonic kamikaze drone. We've all heard of hypersonic missiles, but do you know about hypersonic drones? China shocked the world by unveiling the XG-120, a hypersonic drone with speeds above Mach 5. The arrowhead-shaped streamlined vehicle unveiled at IDEX had little resemblance to typical drones and looked more like a concept missile than an unmanned drone. This suicide drone attacks enemy positions, accelerates to enormous speeds, and then crashes into them like a guided missile. The kinetic energy alone at such speeds can have destructive effects without even employing conventional explosives. In the demonstration video, it was not possible to fly the actual aircraft within the exhibition hall. The XG-120 was observed destroying a ship target at a distance of 1,000 kilometers in less than 15 minutes, giving defenders practically no time to react or evacuate. With this weapon, China simply changed the future of drone warfare. The XG-120 essentially possesses the accuracy of a drone, the speed of a hypersonic missile, and the cost-effectiveness of mass production. The answer, seen by every military official present, is that current defense systems would be completely overwhelmed. 3. AI-controlled naval drones. China's naval expansion is already happening quickly, but their latest tech at IDEX 2025 could turn the tables on the water. The naval feature of the event featured a scale model and simulation technology that left naval experts seriously concerned. Say hello to Poseidon, an AI-powered naval drone that cruises the oceans, detects enemy subs, and even launches torpedoes autonomously. These unmanned surface vessels, USVs, condense the surveillance power of a destroyer and the stealth of a sub into a package that doesn't endanger a single sailor's life. The test entailed a virtual anti-submarine warfare exercise in which a group of Poseidon vessels collaborated to track and eliminate an enemy submarine. The entire operation was conducted by the AI, deploying sensor networks, setting search patterns, and ultimately attacking successfully, all with no human interference. With these warships driven by AI, China could patrol the international seas around the clock, without one single sailor. The strategic value is mind-boggling, particularly for disputed seas like the South China Sea, where a 24/7 naval presence is essential. For nations that depend on maritime security, the prospect of fleets of AI warships policing international waters is a real challenge to naval hegemony. 2. The Red Falcon AI fighter jet. Fighter aircraft were always piloted by the finest human pilots. But what if AI is the best? China released the Red Falcon during IDEX 2025, an artificial intelligence-powered stealth fighter jet with no pilot. The design of the plane was revolutionary. Without the need to accommodate a human pilot, the airframe had been engineered optimized only for combat. The plane would be able to have a significantly reduced radar cross-section and improved aerodynamics since there was no cockpit. It's faster, more deadly, and more precise than any man-flown aircraft. The performance parameters listed along with the plane indicated a top speed of Mach 3.2, a service ceiling of 85,000 feet, and the ability to maintain high G maneuvers that would incapacitate a human pilot. The exercise involved a squadron of Red Falcons engaging and downing two of their own number of fifth-generation fighters in under 4 minutes. The AI pilots operated in harmony with each other, setting traps and crossfires that the simulated human pilots could not escape from. With AI warplanes patrolling above, China could dominate air combat as never before. Air dominance has been the key to military dominance since World War II, and autonomous Chinese warplanes promise to revolutionize the game. The implications extend beyond combat capabilities. Pilots are expensive and time-consuming to train. Training an AI requires computing power that becomes cheaper by the year. 1. The self-learning combat. AI. China is not just building killer robots, they're building AI that can teach itself how to fight. This revelation was arguably the most significant one of all. The technology that ties all the other systems together into a unified learning combat system. At AIDEX 2025, China also displayed its self-learning combat AI. The technology analyzes real battles, watches the tactics of the adversary, and enhances itself in real time. On big-screen displays, visitors saw the AI try out complex battlefield scenarios on a large screen, rapidly experimenting and discarding approaches until it came up with the best methods. That is, the more it fights, the better it gets. The demo illustrates how the AI had learned to defeat various NATO battle tactics by running simulations over and over, generating counterplay that exploited flaws human strategists had never found. Essentially, China has created an AI general who never sleeps, never makes decisions based on emotion, and never stops learning. This is just about the greatest revolution in military thinking since the invention of the atomic bomb. The unspoken message was implicit. In a protracted war, China's AI would continue to evolve, potentially outdoing enemy strategies before they were even created, and China would become an increasingly formidable adversary. China's demonstration of cutting-edge AI-powered military technology at IDEX 2025 is a milestone in modern warfare. Their unveiling of autonomous battle tanks, autonomous infantry robots, and precision-coordinated drone swarms has dramatically reshaped the global security landscape. Defense strategists around the world are competing to reassess war plans due to capabilities that were previously thought to be years from operational deployment. The pace at which these systems have been developed has deep implications in terms of international controls, ethics of autonomous weapons, and the new reality of warfare where machines more and more control life or death.